Today we're talking about the third subject in this video series, which obviously this is the third video as well, and that is relational accountability. So this is for the effective team. So accountability is something sometimes that some people want and other people don't want. But accountability is important to teamwork because you're showing a place of respect for each other and where each other is called to, and helping create a space, which is accountability, creating a space where encouragement can happen to each team member. And this is very important, where encouragement or advice, even counsel, assistance, because sometimes team members are kind of isolated in their positions. They're kind of doing this on their own. And so accountability is not just somebody controlling you, telling you what to do, how to do it, when to do it. No, it's actually a space where encouragement, investment of advice and counsel could actually happen.
As me and Mike were just kind of talking about this subject, relational accountability, I think it's so important as a team that how do we build this relationship with one another? And through that, we need communication. And I think communication is so important as team members to be able to communicate and build this relationship that we have with one another so that we can keep each other accountable, sharing ideas with one another. Maybe everybody has strengths and weaknesses. And when we speak to those weaknesses and be able to work through those weaknesses and maybe even turn them into strengths as well, and being able to communicate is such an important asset we need to the team to be able to speak to one another and build each other up.
Bad communication in a team, that actually hurts the effectiveness of a team. That communication can be just a fact of lack of communication, not even sharing information that's important. This is very tied. All three of these are tied to when we talk about being adaptable, empowering, and accountability. These are all the topics that we've talked about in regard to an effective team. And these are things that are necessary. And if we don't have them, or if we're missing one of those things, it can cause a team to go lopsided in one way or another, because people just can become isolated and they're just doing a position as a body. They're not doing they're just feeling as a body, a physical body in a position, because we need a body to do this. But not somebody who's actually passionate about this, not somebody who's actually, empowered to do this, somebody who's actually called to do this. You still got to have something on the inside, a sense. We call it calling in the church world, but you have to have a sense that this is something that's actually drawing you to it, that this is something that you actually like to do and that you want to do, not just fulfilling somebody else's desire by being in this position, even though this is not really beneficial to you, because what that does is create stress and because you're forced to do something that you're actually not passionate to do, So this is extremely important to have that place of accountability where we have this space that we can come and encourage each other, find out if we're actually on the right track, and if we need to change tracks, or, if we just need a little tweaking, and what we need to do to perfect our effectiveness in our position, so that we as a whole body, that team, can actually work together to achieve awesome goals.
There's so many other things that make an effective team, and obviously these three things are not the only the top three it factors, but these are just some things that we thought about that would benefit an effective team.